Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 25. Please subscribe. Today's lesson is one that is wonderful because it brings together, bundles in so many of our previous lessons. They will be making cameo performances. And the first ones that are making cameo performances are lessons 1, 2, and 3. That nothing in this room, out the window, down the street means anything, and that I've assigned all the meaning for everything I see, and that I do not understand anything I see. All three of those very beginning lessons we can see reflected in today's lesson, and there are many others actually. I may not even get to all of them, but today's lesson begins that purpose is meaning. Now, back in lesson 13, was the beginning of it was that nothing exists without meaning. Purpose is meaning. So everything I see, even though I don't know what it is for, it certainly does have a meaning. Today's idea explains why nothing you see means anything, and you do not know what it is for, and therefore it is meaningless to you. Everything is for your own best interest, which of course was yesterday's lesson, is that I do not perceive my own best interest. Everything is for that. That is what it is for. That is its purpose. That is what it means. It is recognizing this, that your goals become unified. Remember yesterday I spoke about the unified mind and a unified goal. It is in recognizing this that you will see its given meaning. Spoiler alert, I'm going to cut to the chase here. Everything is for the healing of the world. Everything is for the healing of the child of God's mind that currently thinks separation is real. That is what everything is for. Everything I see, and we'll have some examples as we go further into today's lesson. You perceive the world and everything in it as meaningful in terms of ego goals. The ego. What is the ego about? I talked about it yesterday. Me. That is what the ego is about. When in truth, it really should be we, all the way home. It's about us. It is about union. It is about healing the separation. And in healing the separation, we heal the mind of the child of God as well. But these goals, the ego's goals, they have nothing to do with your own best interests because the ego is not you. The ego is all about self-glorification. Do we know anyone who is constantly only speaking about themselves? And every time you have a conversation with them, they must turn it around about themselves. It's all about me from their point of view. But the ego, that's not you. That's not who you really are. This false identification makes you incapable of understanding what anything is for. If I think it's all about me, then I don't understand the truth and the meaning of why everything exists. As a result, you are bound to misuse it. I will misuse everything if I think it's only for me. When you believe this, you will try to withdraw your goals you have assigned to the world instead of attempting to reinforce them. Another way of describing the goals you now perceive is to say that they are all concerned with personal interests. There's that self-glorification, the me. Since you have no personal interests, your goals are really concerned with nothing. So again, it's not about my personal interests. I am nothing if I see myself as an ego. My true identity, I don't know how much we've spoken about capital I's and capital letters this year so far, but my true identity with a capital I, indicating that it is of God, it is of creation. My true identity is not about personal things, worldly things. My true identity is about understanding and learning that I am, you are, the sinless, guiltless, perfect child of God. Okay, so your goals are really concerned with nothing. In cherishing them, therefore, you have no goals at all, and thus you do not know what anything is for. When I am stuck in an ego mindset, then I cannot understand what anything is for. So, the lesson now uses objects for practicing purposes. Our practicing 6 times now. We're up to 6 times a day, 2 minutes each, 12 minutes from the entire day. I think you will find, though, as you get into the practicing, that you want to go longer than 2 minutes. If you're enjoying the practicing, if it is becoming very meaningful to you, then stay there. As long as there's no discomfort, you can practice longer. Okay, so the first object that the lesson uses is the telephone. But on a superficial level, on a worldly level, we know what a telephone is for. What you do not understand is what you want, or why you want really, to reach out to someone. Why do you want to use that telephone? And this is what makes your contact with him meaningful or not. If I understand why I want to use this phone. Why do I want to use this phone? And I will use a song title that I've used the past couple of years in doing these videos, and it's Stevie Wonder's song, I Just Called to Say I Love You. That's what I really want to use that phone for. I want to connect. I want to be in union with you. I want to share with you. So the goal of the, Buster, cameo. Besides lessons, a cat cameo. I want to connect. That's why I want to use the phone. That's what it's truly for. It's crucial to your learning to be willing to give up the goals you have established for everything. The recognition that they are meaningless rather than good or bad is the only way to accomplish this. The idea for today is a step in that direction. And then it talks about the practicing in those 6 times. And again, we're looking around the room and what happens to catch our eye. And it doesn't matter whether what we look at, whether we deem it important or unimportant. It does not matter, human or non-human. With your eyes resting on each subject, say, I do not know what that chair is for. I do not know what that pencil is for. I do not know what that hand is for. Now I'm going to tell you. That chair, but the purpose of that chair is for me to invite you over to sit down in the chair and us to have a cup of tea or coffee together and for us to have a deep and meaningful conversation. The pencil is for me to write to you and tell you how much I enjoyed our connection when you came over. That the pencil is for me to send loving thoughts to you. And what is that hand for? Well, that's a very easy one. That hand, it's for holding. It is for connection. It is for union. It is for me to reach out. And at the end of all of my in-person classes, and we actually do it on Zoom as well, we extend hands and say, I place my hand in your hand because we are one and I care. And that's what hands are for holding and connecting and union. And that's it for today. We seek union. Remember that we seek union. Okay, again, that's it for today. So please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please smile, and for this glorious lesson that brings in so many. And breathe in deeply and exhale even longer, and pray that you will see the true meaning in everything today. Namaste.